So last week we covered Bazinga's relationship problems, and today we're covering an NBA player's baby mama who is very famous in America because she's got all these Instagram followers. She posts pictures of her butt. And she went on a podcast and talked about finding true love. The problem is she also talked about her body count, how many men she slept with in a day, and it's gone viral. So let's watch the video and see if we think she's got a chance at finding true love.
You was with 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, 4 men over the course of a 24-hour, 48 hours. Did you think about the ramifications of how people, men, women, everybody, would look at you?
There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day?
Yes.
And then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
I came out pretty unscathed.
Well, that's good then. It was just a yeast infection. What were you worried about? It's like she's just happy it's not AIDS. I get, like, AIDS is pretty bad, so they tell me. I've never had it. But you shouldn't be chuffed. That's all I'm saying. No judgment. But just think of the health. What happens when you're on the way driving to the third guy's house? I'm assuming you've been jizzed in a couple of times now and the novelty should be wearing off. What about the first 2 guys? Like, what was not enough about them that you needed a third? How many inches does a woman need in a 24-hour period? That is the real question here. What is the average penis size? Wait there, we need to find this out. First time I've ever searched this, just to be clear. Penis size. Oh, by country. Well, we could even narrow it down to America. Assuming she was in America. Erect 5 inches. Makes me feel better. So just on an average, she would have had a minimum of 15 inches in that period. If they were above average, we could be looking at 20 plus. So that's a lot. We'll leave that search open just in case we need to come back.
I was on birth control for 10 years.
I'm trying to let her talk, but imagine you're the third geezer and like, what, you going down on her? Like that is raw, innit? These are the dark thoughts, but it's her fault for putting them there. You open her legs and it's all, what's been going on here? Goldilocks over here. Cummy bears. This wasn't my intention when I sat down, I promise you. This is about relationships. We're being serious here.
I got off of it because there's a conversation with my child's father.
Okay.
So I again, the whole trapping thing, can't trap the willing, babe.
You never wanted a baby daddy. You wanted to be a mom.
He's saying she wanted to be a mom, but like, why are you fucking 3 guys in a day if that's the goal? You just playing the national lottery? It could be anyone.
So I had my baby when I was 29. I thought I was doing it right. I thought that was my guy. And I never really liked kids. I always thought I referred to them as crotch goblins.
Lovely woman. I don't know why women like this have children.
You know, but as I got older, I wanted one.
As I got older and I met an NBA player who was on £17 million a year, I thought, maybe we'll have a child. Just to be clear, she is rumoured to be on $200,000 a month child maintenance. Just spitballing might have had something to do with it.
But did you think
So I think about the ramifications
Yes.
of telling people that I had sex with multiple men. Yes, I don't care. It's the truth. If you don't see me as a potential dating person, then great, one less heart to break. Leave me alone, and I'm going to continue to live my truth.
But you do understand, Brittany, that's hard for a man. Look, like you said, public versus private. Now, if you and I having a conversation, and you're sitting here, we have a conversation, and you say, well, Shannon, I slept with this many men. Okay, that's one thing. That's between you and I. But to have that conversation, and then everybody, Sam, John, and everybody else knows it, that's a whole different.
I love this guy.
That's fine with me. I mean, I feel that.
But see, that's selfish, because all you're thinking about is you.
Yeah. No, he's got her there. Come on.
He has the privilege to be with me.
Okay.
Because you know how many women you've slept with?
Brett,
Do you know how many women you've slept with?
Doesn't matter though, does it? Unfortunately, because women don't care how many women a man has had. Men do care. So therefore, your argument is irrelevant. Before everyone starts complaining, oh, double standards. Yes, double standards. That's life. That's what all the people say. That's how it is. I don't make the rules. I'm just relaying them. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yes or no?
I'm doing the interview.
Do you know?
Don't like it when people do that during the talking. Fucking annoying.
How many women you slept
Yes.
with? Double digits? Triple digits. Here we go, sitting back in this position.
This is her technique that she uses, which is, I feel threatened, I feel defensive, therefore flip it on the guy, because we're not then scrutinizing what she's been doing. That old chestnut, it probably works on stupid men.
You love what you love. It's a high bar to hurdle if she makes things that she's done public.
The truth of the matter is most men within reason won't really care how many men a woman has been with, to a degree, providing the whole fucking world doesn't know about it. And the thing he's bringing up is, why did you feel the need to tell everyone? Because you've just cock-blocked yourself to a certain group of men. Why? Because men look at women as an extension of their personal value, that they when they walk into a room with their woman, they want to have the respect of everyone for their woman, for their relationship, and to feel like they're not the 51st guy. Even if they are the 51st guy, they just don't want everyone fucking knowing that. They want to feel like what they've got is somewhat special. And how can it be special when they're the 51st one? And when you've been doing 3 in 1 day, not very special, is it? I mean, the only thing I can think of off the top of my head that's special of 3 in 1 day is like Christmas dinner, you know, like starter, main and pudding. That's special. She's no Christmas dinner.
I believe that the average person is below average.
That makes sense.
The average guy would tell you that I'm not wife material. That's fine, because I don't want to be with the average man. The man that I want is someone who is understanding of that. And if that's asking for too much from the male species, then I must be better off alone.
Okay, so apparently average men don't find her to be wife material. But that's okay, because she doesn't want an average man anyway. She wants above average, clearly. Above average men want a woman that average men wish they could have. So if average men don't want you, then why the hell would an above average man want you? When she says average men aren't understanding to who she is, well, average men should be more understanding than above average men. Above average men have more desirability, therefore they can be less understanding to your bullshit. She really isn't thinking this through, is she? Part of the problem for her is going to be, when you're getting 200 grand a month off of an NBA player, men don't want to be in that scenario, because for a start, that man is providing you with a load of money. So immediately he's going to feel cooked by the fact that this guy has financial power to put a roof over your head, and therefore you're being provided for by another man. So how's a man going to be able to have a say in a relationship when you're able to turn around and go, I get my bills paid by another man, you can shut the fuck up? This would be a nightmare scenario for most men, actually.
The average person is not going to want to make that jump, and that's okay, because I'm not talking to them. I don't need anybody average. I'm not average. There's nothing about my mentality that's average. I don't carry myself as average. I don't look average. I'm not mundane and forgettable, just like these other
not like these other bitches. It's pretty clear that she's not a fan of average people. This is the sort of entitlement that comes with getting 200 grand in your bank account every month just because you f***ed some guy. And she's like, I'm memorable. Yeah, you're memorable for all the wrong reasons. You're annoying.
Because there's this little box, and people want me to just like suck, shut up, make it OnlyFans. Let me finish though. They want me to go over here and just admit that I'm a gold digger.
You don't need to make an OnlyFans. You're getting 200 grand a month from a fella who you had a baby with. So her I'm better than OnlyFans thing, believe me, if that guy wasn't delivering the check every month, she'd be on OnlyFans.
Trap guys and that I only care about money, but because I go so hard about true love, it's a mother problem.
Women who do this, can you stop please? It's really fucking annoying.
But you can understand that you say
because I like sex, like you?
We just need to calm down. This is an interview, love. Come on, chill.
Because I like sex?
I like cheeseburgers. But if I had 3 in a day, that's more than liking it. Am I right? I'm not saying she's a slut, but I'm not saying she's not a slut.
What am I selling?
Well, I mean, when you go on and you in your car and you say, well, I had sex with 3 men.
That was back in 2018, by the way.
Can we just stop with the judging, right? That happened in 2018, okay?
No woman can outrun their past, because all it does, it makes you tired when it catches up with you. So what you did in 2018, people still know about it in 2023.
Do you know things that happened a few years ago, people still remember? Imagine having to explain that to someone. That's where we're at in this interview right now.
People have what they call the internet. People have what they call memory.
Good. Don't ever forget it. Just know when you tried this, yeah.
Did you hear what she just said? Do you know when you try this? A lot of people have tried it. No one seems to have bought it. That's the tragedy.
I don't believe you can delete your wholeness. I don't want to.
This is like when you're watching like a teenage girl, like, I didn't want to anyway. Of course you did. You're freaking out right now in the middle of an interview. Rather than just being calm out and saying, yeah, feel a bit crap about it, she's acting like a lunatic.
I would not want a clean slate today. Because you know why? This whole journey for me has been learning.
She's been on a learning journey. She's learned a lot.
If I'm judged for the way that I learned, then so be it.
Have you seen how she just made herself the victim? If I'm judged by the way that I learned. We're talking about her doing 3 dicks in a day, not fucking giving too much to charity.
I don't need a guy that's gonna keep my record of wrongs. I thought that's what the Bible said.
What the fuck? We're going into the Bible now. That's when you know you're searching just any forgiveness. Bible.
Don't fault me for doing the best I could with the awareness I had.
I like that line. I'm using that one in future. If someone pulls me up on anything I've done, I'm going to say I did the best I could with the awareness I had. It makes you wonder, like, what was the awareness? Did no one say? Probably should just keep it to 2 dicks a day. What she is doing is like placing blame on other people. Like, I wasn't taught the right way. She's deflecting a lot.
Who God, creator, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, who God designed for me, none of that matters.
When there's a woman who is dysfunctional, who is very, very difficult, very masculine and aggressive, and she can't find a man to put up with her shit, the one thing they always come down to is they go, God has got a man out there for me, and when I meet him, he's going to put up with everything that I bring to the table, and he's going to love me anyway. It's the thing they all say, and trust me, it's bullshit. Men are quite similar. We have similar levels of tolerance of shit we can be bothered with. And someone who claps as they talk at you and is more aggressive than a man and fucks more men than men fuck women, that's more of a man than we are. We don't want to have a relationship with a man. We want peace. We want calm. We want femininity. We want gentle energy. And those women out there who bring that, you won't have to think of a man magically appearing out of nowhere to put up with your shit because you'll already have a man. Guaranteed. That's the way men are. We gravitate towards femininity.
I don't care about all these people yapping about what I'm not gonna get.
Do you know when I don't care about something, I don't go, do you know I don't care about all these people yapping? That's not how I behave when I don't care about something. It's so delusional. It's fucking crazy. I don't care. Yeah, you're so aloof right now.
Because if I wasn't gonna get it, it wouldn't be on my heart. If I wasn't gonna get it, I would not be experiencing the dark side of this coin.
She said, if I wasn't going to end up falling in love with a man, I wouldn't be experiencing this shitty loneliness right now. This is how people avoid the message from the universe, which is you're not getting what you want because you need to do some work on yourself. You need to change, you need to grow, and you need to become someone who is more appealing to the opposite sex. Because right now, everything you're sending out is giving out nothing back. Here's the problem for her. She could get a man, but it ain't the type of man she wants. The man she wants would never put up with that shit. So she's probably going to end up with a man who's subservient to her and takes all of her crap, and she doesn't like him for that reason. She'll actually inside find him annoying because he doesn't stand up to her and he doesn't put her in her place, because that's what she actually wants. But men who can have the pick of all those women, they don't want to have to put a woman in their place. They want a woman who's ready-made for the job, who's going to be easygoing, chill, accommodating, gentle, agreeable. They don't want to argue with someone who's clapping at you like this. And I know there's a lot of women who watches this channel. I promise you, if you listen to what I'm saying, you can't go wrong. I don't know how I'm having to explain this, but there's a lot of women out there like this right now who are in delusional land. And she probably thinks, oh, well, when I meet that guy, then I'll be like that. Psst, no chance. No chance. You are who you are, and you will continue to behave like that no matter who the comes into your life. This is just her in an interview where she should be at her best.
And that's why the world will bear witness to true love.
I'm sure it will.
I'm gonna tell the truth and still get everything I want. And they're gonna watch me.
You see this stamping of the feet, and I'm gonna get everything I want. That's exactly why you're not, because she's quoting the universe. Well, the universe is a very funny way of working, and it teaches you lessons. And people with this stubborn attitude of I want it all my way and everything's gonna be exactly how I want it, that's exactly why you won't get that. She's unreasonable. And when you're unreasonable, good people don't want a fucking thing to do with you. And after everything she says she's been through here, she's shown that she hasn't learned anything, because when he said, do you regret it? She says no. And it's like, well, you've learned nothing then, have you? And if you can't learn from your mistakes, then how can you overcome this attitude to evolve into the kind of person that a good man is going to want to be with? You have no chance. And the irony is now this is out there, she's going to deter even more men, because they're all going to see this, because men watch Shannon Sharpe in America. So even now, they're going to watch this and go, fuck that.
I don't have to play by your guys' rules. I do my way.
Case in point.
You do things your way.
He's in awe of her, isn't he? He's like, what a fucking idiot.
And honestly, it varies hour to hour. I didn't know who I was going to be when I came into this interview.
I'm starting to think that the problem's a bit deeper than being difficult to be in a relationship with. I think we need therapy, if I'm being honest.
Are you okay with the way it's played out thus far?
Absolutely. I'm at peace with it. There's nothing I could have done differently.
Literally not true. There's just no accountability. And what's great about this interview is a lot of these negative traits we're seeing from her are encapsulated by so many thousands of people on social media right now in thinking I can just do whatever the fuck I want and someone out there will have to put up with it. It's mental.
Oh, there's a lot you could have done differently. Stop saying that there's nothing you could have done differently. Stop it.
This is the way I was meant to do it. I don't question fate. I accept my fate. I accept my destiny.
Whenever she gets backed into a corner, it's about God and about God providing a man who will put up with this. And now it's about, well, this was all fate and I was supposed to do 3 dicks in a day. So it all happened the way it was meant to. Accountability is just non-existent.
That means that it takes me 10 years for my Mr. Wonderful to come, then that's fine.
She's 31 now, so she's still got that, like, that youth so that she can delude herself into thinking, well, if it takes another 10 years, it does. The universe will beat this out of her in a cruel way, and it'll be the hard pill to swallow later on in life when she realizes, I had so much attention and so many people around me who wanted to be with me, but I was such a toxic person that I pushed everyone away. It's sad, actually, because she is pretty, and I'm sure she can get men's attention, but she doesn't know what the fuck to do with it because she's such a man herself.
You wouldn't change a thing about the way it's transpired.
No. For what? Because here's the thing about regret. If I regret things that happened, then that means I have to erase the awareness that I gained.
She doesn't want to regret. You know why she doesn't want to regret? Because she doesn't want to face up to the negative things that she's done to people in the past and actually have to look within herself and realize, I was a pretty crappy person then. Because that's going to make her feel bad. And people like her, they don't operate with guilt. Like the way she conducted this whole interview was like, everyone, I'm doing it my way. I only care about myself. So guilt isn't even on the radar for her. When I started watching this, I had no idea it was going to be this toxic.
I'm just supposed to be some Instagram thought, but here I am talking to Shannon Sharpe.
You
gotta listen to me.
So you great at what you do?
I certainly am.
You listen to her because she's a car crash, basically. I think this is a great example of the short-sightedness we've got in society right now with people who just want money now, fame now, and fuck the long term. But in the long term, that's not going to make her happy. You can tell she's not happy. What she really wants is someone to love her and to have a family and all of that. But she doesn't conduct herself like a woman who'd have that sort of stuff. And she's not looking at people who have that thinking, should I be more like them? She's like, fuck them. I'm going to keep being the way I am and it'll happen no matter what. If you want a certain kind of partner, you have to think about what they want. In a woman, for example, if you're a woman out there, I don't think any man wants a woman like her, if I'm being honest. But the kind of men she wants definitely don't want a woman like this. And just because one had sex with her, that doesn't count. She wants the marriage, the kids, she wants it all. You can get one to stick your dick in you, but you ain't going to get more than that. Not behaving like this. And I think one of the main takeaways from this is just the level of selfishness that she has is wild. If you want a relationship full stop with anyone, being that selfish makes it impossible. But luckily, she's not our problem. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the True Geordie YouTube channel before any of you go, oh, he's such a misogynist now. It's about time someone called this crap out because she is literally giving out advice to a whole generation of young women, and the last thing we need is for anyone to listen to that. Don't forget to hit that like button. Stay subscribed to the True Geordie YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.